What's up, Scorpio? Welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition. Happy birthday, guys. Happy belated birthday. If your birthday has passed, like mine's, I'm an October Scorpio. Happy early birthday for those birthday that is coming up. Let's see what's going on with you guys in love, all right? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in Scorpio, as well as its cross watches. Just make sure you apply it how it resonates. Like I like to say, watch tarot responsibly, okay? All right, let's see. What's going on with Scorpio in love? Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance and unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care, okay? So somebody felt unappreciated. But through this distance, somebody feel like they can't shake you guys. They feel like no matter what, your hearts are still connected. I'm getting a sense that somebody is regretting not appreciating the other person when they did have that chance to be there, to show that, to show up. And they want to bring this back together. Okay, that's just what I feel right out the back. Really, sorry guys, I bumped my camera. Really going back, thinking about how they could have done things differently. Okay, they may be reflecting on ways that they didn't show you they appreciated you. Says the timing just wasn't right. Okay, I feel like they wasn't ready at that time. They just wasn't ready for you. And at the bottom we have I love you. Okay, let's see, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot. See what messages this person has. What's going on, Spirit? What happened in this situation with Scorpio? Somebody chose to be single or chose themselves. And they want to apologize for that, for choosing themselves. And it's not like, oh, they chose themselves for better. It's like they chose themselves out of selfishness is what I meant, okay? Instead of choosing you and choosing them to, like, as us, they chose themselves. Let's see. 5 of Wands. Created a lot of conflict. There was a lot of disregard. There could have been some competition in the way. Okay, let's see. I feel like this person feels like they caused unnecessary conflict between you two. Okay. Could have had too much outside energy being influenced here. Being an influence here, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo. Magician in the reverse. It's like they sabotaged this connection without even intentionally trying, or I just feel like they didn't do what was needed to overcome obstacles, right? To rise above those problems and those conflicts, or the energy they felt within them that felt like they needed to manipulate, or because the Magician is also manipulation. That's someone that can be using black magic, but I don't feel like that's the case, okay? I just feel like it's someone that kind of sabotage what they really truly intended on manifesting. They kind of stepped in their own way, okay? That Magician, you are the alchemist. You can create or you can destroy, and this person decided to destroy. Yeah, 6 of Cups in the reverse. That was the energy that I picked up on before. Where I said I felt like this person, let's see, I feel like they lacked sympathy or empathy rather, okay, with understanding. Like I said, they didn't do what was needed, or kind of submit themselves to the problem to allow for situations to work out. They could have held on to a lot of things from the past. Ace of Cups, but I told you there was a lot of love. I told you they wanted to manifest something here, but maybe the internal conflict that they had, that they were dealing with within themselves, maybe, you know, trying to clear out things from the past, whatever it was, They just wasn't ready to really manifest what they truly had hopes of you guys manifesting together, okay? Six of Pentacles, yep. There was an issue here with giving, receiving, reciprocity. You may have made this, maybe this person made you feel like you had to beg for things in the connection. The Hermit here. Virgo energy. Okay. Let me clarify what we got here, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get into it. I feel like this person feels lost, though, without you. There could have been some depression, or maybe they just needed to do some soul searching. They had some things going on, like I said, internally with that Hermit there. They've done some self-reflecting. They've been doing some soul searching, and through it all, they feel so connected to you. But I don't think this person knows how to go back and right their wrongs, right? Five of Wands there. The Chariot in the reverse. Self-discipline, opposition, lack of direction, lack of control, aggression, arrogance, carelessness. See? I told you this person didn't do what they needed to do to avoid the conflicts. That's what that Chariot is there for. Chariot is about willpower. It's about discipline. It's about you staying in control. So if it's in the reverse, this person, like I said, carelessly did things. They didn't do what was needed to maybe discipline themselves to rise above, like I said, the conflict. Okay, you got the Three of Wands here at the bottom. All right, let's see. You know, it's like when you're in the middle of conflict, you have to sometimes, the best thing to do is to pause and say, hey, is this connection worth, well, is this conflict or this issue worth losing this person, or this being the one time that things can't be made right? Sometimes you have to assess if it's not going to matter in a week, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks. Is it worth going back and forth battling with this person if you want to keep them in your life? And I think that's something this person didn't take notice of in the middle of conflict, to control themselves, to discipline themselves, to not allow situations to get out of hand. Yeah, you have the Magician in the reverse, clarified by the Hermit in the reverse, guys. Isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, resignation, distance, lost your way. Yeah, I told you this person was in their own way. They sabotaged here with the Hermit in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse. They were in a dark place. Okay, Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something, skills, security. See, this is about teamwork, working together, compromising. And like I said, this person got in their own way. Whatever they had going on, they were giving into their lower self, and it was not allowing them to rise above the conflict, the battles that they were dealing with inside that projected into a connection here. Okay, Six of Cups in the reverse. Strong Virgo energy here, Gemini energy, Virgo, 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 a lot of Virgo here. Okay, let's see, Six of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Emotional loss, blocked creativity, emptiness, self-love, intuition, repressed emotions. This person is holding back a lot as well. Okay, because they're still working through some things with learning how to push forward, learning how to push through, maybe learning how to express themselves, especially at this point where you guys are now. You have the King of Wands in the reverse, impulsive and ruthless, high expectations, hates, unpredictable, unachievable expectations. Yeah. This person made it hard for you guys to be together. This is where this unappreciated energy came in. I felt like you didn't care, because obviously someone showed here that they didn't care. When it, like I said, when it came time to apologizing and them making themselves emotionally available, they refuse to make that change or to do that. You have behind unappreciated, you have escaped. I left when things got hard. Yeah, so as soon as something happened, or as soon as there was a conflict, they either escaped it by avoiding it, by completely, lack of accountability, you know, not showing understanding. It's like not wanting to have those hard conversations, right? Even especially if it was something you had to express to them about the conflict they created. Of course, someone doing this over time is going to make you feel unappreciated. It's going to make you feel like you're not being heard, that they're not respecting you, how you feel. So I feel like this person has done a lot of reflecting and realizing how selfish they were, how ruthless they could have been in times where they should have shown more understanding. Yeah, let's keep going. What's the Ace of Cups here? Okay, got the Page of Swords. They definitely want to talk now. They want to communicate now, right? They want to let you know. I feel like this person wants you. But when they see you, it just like makes their heart just flood with emotions. And that may be the issue where they kind of get stuck. They don't know what to say. Maybe in times where they wish they could have expressed themselves, they chose the wrong thing. They didn't say the right things. Okay, with the Two of Wands in the reverse, why is Six of Pentacles here? Ace of Wands. Yeah, so, and you have Strength here. This person has been fighting through a lot here with the Hermit here and Strength. Okay. I feel like this person is starting to realize parts of what they showed wasn't strength, but it was weakness. This person had to go within and realize that, you know, being vulnerable, being open to someone does not show weakness. It shows strength. It shows a willingness and an openness to love and show that person that you appreciate them. This person, I feel like they want to do it again. They want to show you again. They want to try to show up and give something that they felt like they didn't give before. Okay. What else do we have here for? Let me put the cards. Okay, and behind that, I love you. You have you and I were too young. So for some of you guys were young, or so they probably did handle conflict the way they did, very immaturely, or this person was young-minded. You know, maybe they felt like they had a lot of growing to do. They had a lot more maturing to do. They maybe when it came to that part, you and this person weren't on the same level. And so they had to go through a lot. They had to understand a lot here. You have I am becoming a better person. See, so at that time, they felt like they weren't a good person. They felt like they didn't know how to, you know, show that love the way they should have. They do feel like they didn't treat you how they should have. With I know I crossed the line here. And wow, as I say that, behind that is, I wish I had treated you better. Behind that, I hide behind material things. So maybe this person was more focused on attention or, you know, material things, especially with that Six of Pentacles there. And they wasn't appreciating the simple things that they had, the pure things that they had, okay? Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, okay? So you do feel deceived with that Magician in the reverse. You feel like there was a lot of manipulation. There was a lot of deception. I'm feeling like a lot of emotional manipulation. You felt like you went through with this person. Yeah, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Somebody wasn't reciprocating. And see, they weren't, they didn't show. What I'm feeling like reciprocating is, I'm feeling like this person was emotionally selfish. May have not been about finances, may have not been about those things, but it was about giving understanding where there needed to be understanding, okay? Giving mercy where there needed to be mercy, where there didn't need to be conflict. You know, where there could have just been peace, okay? There was conflict, there was chaos, okay? This person, let me look at this picture here, okay? And you have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I told you this person has learned to express themselves differently. They're wanting to have a conversation. I told you they want to talk to you and really express themselves to you. It's taking a lot of strength because this person has to break a certain toxic pattern that they had. And it could have been automatic defense, deflect, you know, disregarding all of that before they took a moment, like I said, to think about, is this conflict worth this connection? Soon, I'm going to contact you soon. Okay? Look at that. Oh, let me put that right there. Unappreciated. And need time to heal. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you. It's about me. Told you guys. Okay? All right, let's see. They're gonna reach out though to have this conversation. They realized how selfish they were. They realized how inconsiderate they were. You know, how unempathetic they were. Okay. You always deserve so much more than I was able to offer you. There's that darkness within me. I need to overcome to be ready. Yeah, I told you this person, they have a darkness in them that is, they're going to have to work through. They're going to have to find their way through that. They have a lot of shadow work that they have to go through. This person must have went through a lot of dark times in their life. And now when it's time for them to elevate in a way, they have so many unhealthy learned behaviors here that stop them from doing that, okay? The passion between us feel off the chain, and I want only you. You were the best thing that has ever happened to me. See? And they know they didn't appreciate you. They know they didn't treat you right. They know they didn't do right, okay? I'm in a superficial relationship right now with someone else because I'm not ready for real love. So maybe this person, like I said, with the competition, maybe this person went out there and realized there wasn't much out there. Maybe they realized after they get out there that people are superficial, they're materialistic, and also when that card that said I hid behind material things. So I long for you day and night. I'm consumed by my desire for you. Our chemistry is amazing. Don't lose hope for us. We've been through tough times together. I will always fight for us. And I can't hide my true feelings anymore. I love you and I want to spend my life with you. At the bottom, we have my emotions are like a roller coaster now. I don't know what I want, but I'm trying to find out. So this person is, like I said, they're still trying to figure some things out here. All right. All right, let me pull a few of these, guys, and that will be your reading, okay? Let's see, what additional messages do you have here? Beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted, person recognizes your beauty. Look at that. Only you. Devoted, attached, crave. So that's why I said this person went out there and realized nobody compared to you. Okay. They thought there was something out there, whether they were chasing the material things, whether they were chasing other people that they thought could have been sufficient enough because of what they looked like, you know, or what they showed up as. And then they realized it was all fluff. Okay. No one's as authentic. Look at that as I'm talking. Wow. Realizations. Epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Yeah. They had to go through all of this to, you know, Scorpios, we do reflect to people what they need to transform, what they need to change. We reflect that darkness in them that forces them to elevate. And when this person connected with you, they had no choice but to transform, but to evolve, but to let that part of them die, and transform into something else, something that they're meant to be, something that they was fighting from. Okay. And they learned a lot. They want to talk things through now. Here, look at that. Divine feminine. Yeah, yin. Feminine energy. Well, when you're dealing with a divine feminine, you have no choice but to elevate time, waiting cycles and moments. Family, fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. So this person may want family with you, or you guys have family, have children already. You could. This is obviously a past connection, and they're ready to let it be just you and them and show up. Okay, but only in time as this person continues to heal. They do still have some more work that they know they need to do. Okay, but they're coming around. They are coming around. Okay. All right, Scorpio, that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell. I'll see you guys next time.